Okay, so you were you were asking like if you were could a good situation kind of offset that traumatic way of thinking, right? That
Right. I'm
that
trying to see if something positive can have the
so,
same impact as your negative experience.
and it's weird because the negative impacts leave the scars, right? Like
Right.
you don't have you don't have like you got good memories, you got bad scars. So like we'll use the situation or we'll use the example of like a party.
Hmm.
A party would be something good. Like if I came to your crib, like man, I ain't worried about nothing, man. One of two things is gonna happen. Either I'm gonna worry that there's something that I'm supposed to be worrying about that I don't. I'm like, man, it's
Right.
something that I should be focusing on, and I don't know what it is.
Right.
And that's just my mind racing, which normally alcohol ails that.
Right.
Or I'm gonna be worried about I'm having a good time at this party. Something bad gonna happen. Like,
Right.
not, it ain't something bad like a meteor gonna crash through the fucking ceiling, but it'd be something like, you know what? I'm having a good time. I'm gonna dance with these chicks. Uh oh. Hope somebody don't make a fat joke. Like,
Right.
and it's
Right.
like that. Like, that's gonna put me on blast now because I'm not
Right.
prepared for that. So now it's like, all right. So if somebody does make a fat joke, I gotta worry about who's gonna make it. So then I start scanning the room and be like, you know what? All right, so I gotta think of a joke for everybody in here right now. At this point, I'm no longer enjoying the party. I'm
Right.
already in defense mode because what I can't do is get embarrassed in front of all these people. I'm worried about a
Right.
situation that there's a strong chance it's not gonna happen.
Right.
But since there's a chance that it could happen, now I'm thinking about it.
That will ever alleviate what you believe is going to happen, regardless if it does or not. See what I'm
No,
saying?
the only way I can beat this is I look at them like they're battles. Every situation where my anxiety runs wild is a battle, and I have to confront
With
those battles.
yourself, because
Exactly.
you're
I'm the
coming up
one.
with these scenarios of like niggas are gonna make fun of me if I do this,
Right.
even though
I'm the one that's
that
tripping.
may absolutely not happen. And
No.
even but you don't, you believe it so that you start,
Yeah.
you was having a good time and then you started downing yourself
Yeah. I
with
mean,
these what if scenarios that never came to pass.
yeah. Like
So
that. The
I can ask. So
paranoid.
let me ask this: how
Go ahead.
many times have you? And I'm asking both of y'all: have you came up with these what if scenarios and nothing happened?
Yeah. How many times has nothing happened? More often than not. Like
Right.
I'll give you a good fear. A good example of a fear. So if you ever around me, which I don't do it so much often now, but I would be like wherever like all sitting in a room is like eight of us or whatever. If you look
Hmm.
up, I'll do it really quick and you won't notice. But like I'll like wipe. I'll look like I'm wiping my nose and I'm sniffing my underarm to make sure that I'm not musty. Because one of my fears is like a female smelling that I'm musty, and then she start
Right.
talking to other females about me, and I don't know this going on, and I don't find out till like later on to where like the whole night they've been talking, they've been giggling, and all of a sudden somebody be like, yeah, he was kind of musty, and I'm like, oh my god, they talking about me, and then I
Right.
think about the whole night where they've been talking, and it's been about
Right.
me this whole time.
Well, I
Now,
think any man could relate to that, which is why
right,
niggas take baths and put on deodorant.
right.
Because I mean
But
that's basically why niggas do it, so they won't be musty.
I'll do it knowing that I took a bath and put on deodorant.
Right.
It's just like I don't know. Like if I smell something and I'm not sure if it's me, I start worrying if it's me, even though I know it's a good chance it's not me.
Right.
And then I can't
Right.
ask anybody like, "Hey, do I smell musty?" Because that's gonna take a lot of courage. Like I'll have to put somebody to the side, and be like, "Hey man, do I smell kind of musty to you?" That's why. Because at that point it's ran wild, right?
Right. Right.
But
So I see that some of these fears that y'all do have, we all share them. You
yeah,
know what I'm saying? These
yeah,
aren't so if Camille leaves to go out to get us something to eat and I worry about her safety,
yeah.
is that my anxiety? Is that me having anxiety or is that just normal?
It's you being anxious,
Okay, so
and
now I
that's
have
the
a better
trick.
understanding. So like there is a level of worry that every human being has. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
And that's the
And then
difference.
anxiety is that
heightened.
worry becoming okay. Like I'm worried
Yeah.
now. I hope the worst doesn't happen. Okay, the worst could happen. The worst is happening. What do I do if the worst happens? You
Yeah.
know, like it just
It's
keeps going, and I guess I'm assuming it doesn't stop until the scenario is over. Until like Grim
anxiety.
said, he pulls out the drive-through,
Yeah.
and then all of those things go away.
That shit is an extreme case, and that's what these mental illnesses are. They're extreme cases of normal behavior. You can have somebody that's um, you can have two people. No one wants to be fucking fat and out of shape, but one person will
Hmm.
throw up their food to keep from being fat and out of shape. That's an
Right,
extreme case. You see what I'm saying?
right, right,
like no one wants to lose a game, but one person will hit you in the fucking shin to keep from losing the game. That's an
right.
extreme case of competitiveness. You know what I'm
So, so now that I understand, is there any way to combat this, or is it once you in,
saying? No,
you in?
like
Like
I
it's
told
it's
you. I mean,
like what?
this nigga said
Yeah,
like
I
it's
know, I know.
fucking like it's a
Like hey,
fucking set.
like you got jumped in, and the only way you get out is
Exactly.
death, nigga.
You
You know what I'm
got
saying?
jumped.
Like
You
anxiety,
got
blood
jumped in
in, blood out,
anxiety.
bro.
Like you better bust it down, baby. No,
Right.
like
So I know, Rem, you say you fighting the battle,
yeah.
and you've been I guess losing the battle for years, and
Oh yeah.
now you've
Or
decided to at least
fight it.
do something. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Other than let it take you.
Right.
Um.
You
So
you can try that. You can try to take every situation and just like mentally you allowed to raise, you have to lower
yeah,
it mentally. You can be like, and that's what I tell myself. I have to keep telling myself, this ain't shit. This ain't shit. This ain't shit. Now that works
right,
for me.
right,
Whatever what else may work is talking to a professional. I said professional, a
right,
professional, somebody that went to school for this shit. There's people
right.
that went to school to help you unpack your shit. Talk to
But
them.
like I said, I think is it really harder to be more? Is it harder to be honest with yourself or honest with a stranger? You know what I'm
Uh,
saying?
well,
Because you don't know this person. Yeah, granted, you paying them. They went to school. I mean, that doesn't help
see,
you be any more comfortable with them than you would be with yourself.
well, with a professional, they know when you bullshitting. Now they'll call you on your bullshit. They can't make you tell the truth, but they can call you on your bullshit. Now you're paying
But
them,
you
so if
know
you
the
want to
truth.
pay, yeah.
Yeah.
I tell people all the time, it's three people that you don't lie to: your lawyer, your mama, your doctor, because they gonna know the truth. There's no fucking
Right.
point in lying to them. And your
Right.
psychiatrist falls up under your doctor. You can
Right.
bullshit them, but you're paying them. So at some point they'll be like, "Hey, I know you bullshitting me. Now you can continue to pay me, and you continue to bullshit me, or
Right.
you can tell me the truth, and we can start unpacking this shit." And that's how it's
Right.
gonna
Right.
go. But until you tell me the truth, you're not gonna get your money's worth.
Yeah. I think I get what you're saying because I mean you can sit and talk to a professional and unpack all that, but it's still your stuff at the end
Yeah,
of the day. Like
yeah,
you have to sift through it and realize what you're gonna leave here, what you're gonna take with you. You see what I'm saying? Because some things, and I ain't sitting here saying like I'm perfect. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't. I got my own demons that I deal with, that I battle every day. You know what I'm saying? Um, so I deal with scenarios, but just not not in the same way. Not what I feel like is anxiety. Be more like impulse for me. Like
mm,
there be things I be wanting to do, and like my body want to do it, but I gotta like fight that because like I realize like these things could mess up so the things that I've worked hard for.
right,
You see what I'm
right.
saying?
Right. Those impulses will cause you to make sacrifices that you know you don't want to make.
That I don't want to make. You see what I'm saying? And it's hard. Like I feel like the hardest fight is you. You're
Yeah.
the hardest fight, my nigga. Like you could beat everybody outside of you. You could beat them in one way or the other, whether it
Yeah.
be physical or you just cut them out of your life and just don't deal with them anymore. Like
Right.
you could win, but you don't go anywhere. You're there when you wake up. You're there when you go to sleep. Like your issue always gonna be you. You see what
Right.
I'm saying? And like so, So don't think at any point asking any of this to try to get good content for the channel. I really be asking questions to try to get an understanding so I know what people are going through instead of just being like, nigga, ain't nothing wrong with you. That's the same thing we just said was wrong with illness in the black community when we started this conversation.
Yeah.
How many people you think have this conversation? They don't. They go, you alright.
Yeah.
You boy go to bed. You get
Quit
some of
acting
that right
weird,
there. You see what I'm saying?
nigga.
Boy go to bed. You know what he would have been told if he was 13-year-old Rem saying what he said. Boy, go to sleep. What time is it? Why you in here?
Right. Right.
Why you in here? That boy's so crazy. I don't know what's wrong with that. I must have dropped him or something. You
And
see
it
what I'm
wouldn't
saying?
be on purpose. It'd be inadvertent. Like my mom and my dad wouldn't deal with that. So they're like,
Right.
well, why are you concerned about that? And that's another thing that like with this whole unpacking thing. That's another thing that I have to learn is just because I'm not concerned with something doesn't mean it's not a concern. Like
Right.
one of the things that used to bother me, like there was one point where my son was like, one day he was young and like one day he just started crying. Like we was in the car about to leave my mom's house, he just started crying. It's like what's wrong? He's like I'm just stressed out. And he was like in the fourth grade. I was like, you're in the fourth grade. What are you stressed out about? What are
Right.
you got like a snack time? You got lunch? What are you stressed out about? And
Right.
here we are. Here we are. Here we are. He's as he becoming an adult, and we start talking more, and he goes through these issues, and he goes through things in life. I realized that was actually a cry for help that he was doing because he was getting picked on at school, and he
Right.
didn't know how to voice that,
Right.
and that was him breaking down. And to hear him break down, and to know I just brushed it to the side, that's one of the reasons why I was like, "Fuck, I gotta take a better look at this
Yeah.
shit."
That probably caused another layer
Yeah,
of issue for him.
you see what
And
I'm
it's
doing, and
weird because
all I can do now is try to fix it. You
right.
know?
And you should because but bro, you're only human. So
Yeah,
and the
yeah,
thing I've realized as a parent, you know what I'm saying, like you're I'm grown. So things that may be like super important to justice, I'm like, boy, let that go. But he's
right.
10. For him in his
Exactly.
10-year-old world, this is the end of the world for
Yeah,
him.
yeah.
I need to be more understanding because I was 10 once. You can hardly remember what your 10-year-old gripes were,
Right,
but he's telling you, look, these kids are being mean to me. I don't know
right,
why. And you just
right.
like, forget that. Who cares about them kids? They don't know you, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
no, that's not
Now
what you,
they don't
like,
live
stop
your
trying to
life.
be, yeah.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
think us as parents, I ain't even gonna put a color on that.
Yeah,
Parents,
yeah,
this day and age, take we only take our own problems serious. Matter of fact, you'll go as far and compare your problems to your 10-year-old kid's problem. You worry
yeah.
about some kids picking on you. Worry about how you think I feel. I got to pay these bills. Blah. Hey, whoa, whoa, my nigga, he's 10. Okay, get that nigga a lawyer if you gonna come at him like that, brother.
Right,
Cause he
right.
gonna need some defense. You talking about
Yeah.
you worry about some kids taking your lunch money. How about the chick trying to steal my promotion at work? Nah, he don't know what you talking
Right.
about, my
The
nigga.
boss
But
is
all he knows
riding me.
now is that you're attacking him also, and you're supposed to be on his side or her side.
Exactly.
So
That's the
now
part.
this little nigga can't talk to you either.
Exactly. So now he turns to other shit. Exactly.
I just put it 10 because this was just that's what my son age
Yeah.
is. You see what I'm saying? If it's anything that the black community know how to do, nigga, we know how to fight. That's it. We know how to physically fight, but we be losing the fight mentally all day long because ain't nobody taught us how to fight that way. But I think there's some lessons we should have got something more than just that because
Yeah.
life is more than just that. If nothing else, we know how to fight, but I wish we also knew how to show some empathy and talk to people. Let people talk out their issues, no matter how minuscule you think it is in comparison to you. It's a big deal to them, and that should mean enough to people to let you get that out, so we can unpack stuff as it's happening and not let you carry that luggage around for years. You know what I'm saying?